Welcome everyone, you're tuned into Trends on the SABC News channel. Of course, winter has definitely set in all across the south, but fear not, because we're about to bring you all that's blazing hot and trendy in the world of showbiz. I'm your host, the name is Refilwe Muilwa. In our first story for today, it's the story of one young African artist's path from drawing with the street children in Abidjan, Ivory Coast, to showing at one of New York's most respected contemporary art galleries. Abstract artist Abudia was recently in New York again, showcasing his newest colorful paintings of his home city. Our US correspondent Mimi brings us the story.
We have to choose one.
Chaos in color is what one might see at first glance of one of Abudia's large-scale paintings. With mural-size abstract depictions of street life in Abidjan, he captures what's known there as Nuchi style, that evokes the urban landscape. A stray dog here, a traditional mask there. He says he knows it well.
En art, chacun choisit un thème dans lequel il se sent le mieux.
In art, you make the stylistic choices that come naturally to you and try to get your message across. Everything in life takes us through the streets, so it's a theme I address in my work.
His work also draws on the lives of the kids he knows living in the streets.
They paint and draw the things they dream of or being. A car, a house, a doctor with his stethoscope or syringe. It's their dreams. As though they are saying, if I had been able to go to school, I could be a doctor, a journalist. There are lots of things they draw. And those are their dreams, you know, because you can steal anything from a person except for their dreams.
Gallery owner Ethan Cohen, who's been hosting Abudia's work for the third time now, says there's a new interest in contemporary African art.
Everywhere I go, Abudia's artwork is appreciated. Somehow it has a global message that if you're, whatever ethnic group you come from, whatever education you've had, if you like art and you like color and you like line, there's something about Abudia's painting that stops you in your tracks and says, I can collect that.
Abudia says that global message is resilience, although his work is about his home.
In Africa, it's true, like everywhere in the world there's suffering, there's levity, there's joy, there are problems. But I deal with what I know because I'm African, Ivorian and proud. And it's important that we take back our narrative as Africans. Everywhere in the world, here in the US, there's homelessness. There are people sleeping in the streets. There are people losing their jobs. It's everywhere, but at the end of the day, you have to show what you know.
So with talking heads, Abudia's inviting the audience to have a conversation with his pieces, wherever they call home. Now Abudia and his work can be found everywhere in the world, from right here in New York to art fairs in Southeast Asia. But he says his biggest inspiration still comes from his home ground streets in Abidjan. Mimi Chahaman, SABC News, New York.
Thank you, Mimi. Fantastic story there indeed. Now, an amateur diver from Durban has discovered an underwater city hidden in the Indian Ocean, which could turn out to be the biggest ancient settlement in the Southern Hemisphere. Alan Sutton found the site off the Tanzanian coast, and actually on his birthday. Now, our correspondent Lucy Taylor went to meet him to hear what this is all about.
These streets have been hidden for centuries at the bottom of the Indian Ocean off the coast of modern Tanzania. They stretch for nearly 5 kilometres across the seabed, the remains of an ancient settlement. Alan Sutton first spotted its walls from the sky as he flew to the island of Mafia. They were sticking up because of a low spring tide. It took him longer to find them in the water, but when he finally got there, it was his birthday.
It was quite a special moment because it's a very, very large site, and I wasn't expecting to find anything that big. So to actually, get to it, see it, and then look around and realize the scale of the place, it was quite jaw-dropping.
Mr. Sutton has asked a professor from Dar es Salaam University to help him identify the site, and together they now believe this could be what's left of the ancient city of Rapta, a marketplace built 2,000 years ago, which grew because of the African trade with the Romans. Historians have been searching for it for decades.
Sincerely, it is a very big significance, a major significance. Just imagine, this was the southernmost city of the ancient time. For the history of humanity, for the history of Tanzania and Africa, it is a place which is giving us a picture of how the ancient people were sailing and trading beyond the ancient civilizations we know in the north. So it's important.
They say it could change our understanding of ancient times. If they can prove their finding, they will campaign to make this a World Heritage Site.
It's important for Tanzania to sort of know their history, so I think it's important for Tanzania and for Mafia as well. And possibly one day this could be a big tourist attraction for people to come to Mafia, which will be good for Tanzania and also good for the island.
Mr. Sutton has made a hobby of searching for underwater discoveries throughout his life, but says he never dreamed of finding anything on this scale. And yet this site is just a few hundred metres from the shoreline, so who knows what else is out there. Lucy Taylor, SABC News in Tanzania.
Interesting indeed. And now let's check out other news that have made headlines this past week.
Hundreds of mourners paid their last respects to the legendary actor, director and playwright Nyembezi Kunene in the Vaal this week, where he was remembered for his passion and commitment on and off set. He died at the age of 74 following a long battle with diabetes. Kunene served for more than 3 decades in the creative industry, where his role as a security guard in Emzini Nsizwa is how many remember him.
Welcome back. You're still watching Trendz. Now, we all know there are millions of kilograms of garbage and waste floating in the ocean, and American artist Angela Pozzi is on a mission to turn this trash into a special kind of treasure. She works to raise awareness of ocean pollution by turning human debris into sculptures of sea creatures. Absolutely brilliant, right? Now, eventually, Angela wants to bring her work all over the world, including to South Africa. But for now, these unique models have been touring the US, and now they're at Washington's National Zoo, from where our correspondent Rebecca Foster reports.
It's not surprising to see sea life at the zoo, but seeing ones like this marlin made out of trash that once floated in the ocean is a much less common sight. The sculptures, part of the Washed Ashore project, are the work of artist Angela Pozzi. She and her team clean up beaches and then transform the trash they find into beautiful works of art designed to raise awareness of ocean pollution.
Sometimes, fishermen just have things that fall overboard or get caught, and so I had to include fishing poles and lures and things.
From bottle caps and toothbrushes to baseball caps and even abandoned toilet seats, this fish shows just how much human detritus ends up underwater. So far, Angela and her team have collected 18 tons of garbage that they've turned into dozens of these beautiful plastic sculptures. 17 of these sculptures, like this parrotfish here, are on display all summer at the National Zoo. The sculptures are a hit with all ages and can provide a learning opportunity for the viewers. Animal keepers like Jackie Spicer, who helps care for the seals and sea lions here at the zoo, are glad projects like Washed Ashore exist.
There's about 315 million pounds of trash floating around in the ocean right now. That's not stuff that we've pulled out. That's what's estimated to be floating around currently. So that's a lot of garbage. So these exhibits, it's a great way to highlight just what is in our oceans. And if you come and see some of these exhibits, you'll see what exactly they're pulling out.
And learning just what ends up on the beach can inspire zoo-goers to take action.
So it's a great way for the public to come and see these exhibits, see what's going into our ocean and think, I have some of these things. Can I reuse it? Can I recycle it? Can I give it to somewhere else so that way it's not going to a landfill and then possibly ending up in the ocean?
Visitors are free to touch and interact with the works, like this sculpture of the rib cage of a whale.
This is the whalebone rib cage. It's made of various kinds of bottles and things washed up off the beaches, and this is to really give you the overall idea of what it's like to, you know, the middle of a belly of a whale. They're washing up with the garbage in their bellies, they're ingesting things, and it's a way of bringing that forward into people's consciousness, really.
The Washed Ashore team is hoping to take their project overseas within the next few years, spreading the knowledge of how to transform the shore from trash to treasure. Angela hopes to work with artists in Africa.
There are already artists in South Africa and in various countries in Africa that are working with flip-flops that are washing ashore and doing some beautiful sculpting with that. And I'd love to increase their amount of garbage they work with.
But for now, there's still plenty of shore cleanup to do at home in the U.S. And with these sculptures proving popular with viewers, the Washed Ashore team might soon have even more members to help them reach their goals. Rebecca Foster, SABC News, Washington.
Now, last weekend saw the 22nd Summers taking place at the Inkosi Albert Luthuli Convention Centre in Durban, KwaZulu-Natal. Congratulations, of course, to Nati and Black Coffee for being the big winners of this year. But music aside, we all know fashion is a big part of the shindig. Now, the theme for this year's event was looking at the future. And of course, stars and starlets of Mzansi Wood went to Durbs to play, some looking like they stepped out of magazine pages, and others, oh well. Now, my comments will be reserved, but I'm all too happy to have my girl back, Rea Kwabani, because she's here and she holds no bars when it comes to telling it like it is. And this time we also have Fashion and Beauty Director Kelly Fung. Welcome, ladies, to Trendz. Now, we're talking summer fashion. Like I said, Rea, I don't want to get and step onto people's toes, so I really want to know what your guys' comments were. It's been a week. You know, you've been saying you've been giving comments and whatnot on the fashion. Overall, do you think people got the theme right and translating that into their outfits?
So you're basically asking us to be the bad guys?
Well, sorry, not my job. Yeah.
I think some really did stick to the theme. It was quite a broad theme and an exciting one.
Yeah.
I suppose Bonang really played to it because she was quite futuristic with her very metallic dress.
Yeah. Let's start off first. Now, we have Bonang coming up, but let's start off with Nandi. Rea?
I don't like the necklace. I think if she would have looked perfectly well without the necklace. Without it. I mean, the necklace
just makes detail on the dress.
It just makes her look like the whole part of her neck is cluttered. So if she just took off the necklace and played it up with the dress is very beautiful. She's a very beautiful girl, naturally so. So I just think the necklace has to go.
Right. Okay. Moving right along. I want to see who's next. We have a mixed bag. And then, of course, South Africa being South Africa with no chill. The memes, oh my gosh, it's been crazy. There's Lutando, Lut Love. I love the color. I'm not so sure about the style of dress.
I'm with you. I think it's quite dated. It's almost like it could be a matric
1995 prom
dress.
It
could be a matric dance dress, right?
Especially the top. I mean, something at the bottom, you can see someone became creative there. But at the top, it's very old school, 1990 Mary J. Blige.
No, don't say Mary J. Blige.
I don't
Mary J. Blige is ever good.
They used to wear boob tubes a lot, especially with jeans, but it was all silk. So it's one of those boob tubes that you'd find hip-hop women wear in 1990.
But I love the
and she looks lovely, though. She looks lovely a lot of times. I mean, she gets it right. Maybe this was her, you know, how it is. Everyone wants to try something new, at the next big event. So I don't know. Yeah, that one, not so great.
I do like how she was quite minimalist on her accessories. And her hair kind of modernized it, I think.
Right. I think the hair is kept to the theme. I mean, the hairstyle is very futuristic. It's very African. It's very Afrocentric. It's everything that the theme was.
I want us to talk about she's coming. But I want to talk about it because it's been two ways.
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
some people say it was absolutely beautiful. Other people,
I think it's absolutely ridiculous.
Why though? Is the chest thing?
Space. Yes,
Yeah,
there's too much. It's too wide.
Yeah.
So what
to
should
the
have happened
breast.
there? Should she have had some more double-sided tape to push it closer? What should have happened?
I don't know what should have happened. We don't know what the person that designed the dress was trying to do. But look at the top part here. It looks like a net that you can actually hang when your baby's sleeping.
For mosquitoes.
Exactly, for mosquitoes. Thank you, Kelly, for mosquitoes. And then the rest up here, we don't know what was trying to happen there.
Gosh.
But she's a beautiful girl. Well, up neck upwards, she's great. She could have just trended on that. But the rest of the body downwards, well,
Guys,
no
I think this is
comment.
exactly why I think they do some of the things they do, so that we can sit here and we can, you know, break it down and be like, oh, but it looked like that, this or the other. But at the end of the day, hey man, you want to be different, you want to be spoken
she
about.
does stand
You know what I
out,
mean?
right.
Because when people Google Outfit South African Awards this year, 2016, she will definitely be there. You know what I mean?
But I feel like she's a fan of Pokemon. Every time she tries to
What
experiment
were the
on
last
anything.
awards with the hair that went wrong?
Exactly.
What
and,
were those?
And the shoulders, it
That's
was a
right.
black and white.
That's right.
She's a fan
Yeah.
of Pokemon, and
Okay.
everything she does, she just looks like one of these superheroes on cartoons.
Oh wow.
But I do think she's experimenting, which is a good thing.
Which is a good thing.
She's not keeping
Yeah.
to, you know,
All right.
something boring.
So with regards to, I mean, overseas trends right now, can you think of anyone who you're like, you know what, that person really got it right, they are on par with what's happening on big world stages?
Well, I think in part, I mean, I think Pearl's dress was really in touch with the international, with the ruffles, which is incredibly
it's just
international
maybe
at the moment. I
one or
think,
two things just went wrong.
they just it's
Whatever, the
it's
proportion of the dress.
The
I
proportion
think,
was wrong.
something
Yeah.
was
Roxy's dress?
wrong. I love Roxy's dress, but I think it will look better on Minnie Dlamini. You know
The
why?
curves.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
curves.
there's no
The
curves.
shape,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, it's a gorgeous
But
dress.
the arms, there's something that
Exactly, it's
disturbs me
too loose.
about the arms. You know?
Something is wrong with it. It's a beautiful dress, but it's sitting definitely on the wrong body.
I think her hair was wrong.
I agree.
There's
Can I
something,
say?
There's something very
There's a
lacking
disconnect between how plain kind of, you know, the natural kind of look and down there. But
Yeah.
okay,
Shades
well,
of nudes. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. Okay.
I'm not a
Moving
fan.
right along.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah. So with regards to the guys, every time we don't have a whole lot of men who we see here that we talk about, anyone that you can remember from this year?
Yes,
who was,
please.
Yes.
I
should be talking about
I
that.
want to talk about he's so wonderful, Ricky Rick.
Okay.
But how he just butchered Gucci.
Yeah, he butchered it
completely.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe. I actually had to check twice. I was like, is this Ricky?
Right?
And what is going on here?
You know, and when he does wear Gucci, it usually works so beautifully. But on the red carpet, the loafers, it should never go.
Right.
That is a lifestyle element.
Kelly, about the loafers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is not
the jeans were a bit like, no,
material.
I don't agree. But anyway, okay, leave the guys. Queen Bee, she was the queen. She was the queen.
The way.
I mean, I don't know. She's got the right people around her.
She
and people
does.
who don't lie to her. And she's
International
also
people.
got... Yeah, but that's the thing. But the thing is, you can be dressed by somebody international and you might think just because they are from wherever, you can't bring in your own personality. You can't even question them. But hey, man, I mean, I don't see anything wrong.
It wasn't
The hair,
so long ago. I mean, Kim Kardashian rocked it at the end. I mean, it's one of those things that we all know. If you know Bonan, you will know that Bonan's role model is Kim Kardashian. And when this look came out, it really didn't shock me. Because she has said, even though she doesn't like say it out, okay, there's another one.
Oh, okay, well, Bonang, yes.
Yeah.
This dress caused a lot of problems for many wrong reasons.
It's a
but I
very
think
wrong
people were
dress.
just being malicious as well.
You know why?
People just want to say something.
Why?
Right.
No, you know why? I think like when she hit front pages that other time at the metros with the green dress or the purple dress at the J&B, she thinks that just because she was red carpet of one dress that she keeps on wearing short dresses where she's not wearing underwear. It is very wrong. You must change because now for the past 6 months, Wait has been coming out with mesh, low sequence, whatever dress. But then now she must change because everything she's doing now, it doesn't shock us. Now, we're expecting it. Just because she made front pages with the first dress beginning of the year, it does not mean that whole trend throughout the year should be carrying on. She must change now.
But it's her designers, it's what she likes. What can we say? Okay, you don't agree. We have to wrap up very quickly. But Lerato, oh my gosh, you're looking at Kelly. Kelly, last words. I don't know. I
mean, I really appreciate that she showed a bit of boob, but kept her sleeves long. I think sometimes South African celebrities like to show too much all at once. So there is something about that that's quite
sophisticated. This theme was actually quite common for many people. It was quite common. Okay, so overall, let's wrap up. Overall, more hits than misses.
I think really great elements of dresses.
Yes.
We're going to get it right though.
Yeah.
So
eventually.
A full look. Yeah. Because we want a full look.
If they're willing to pay designers, they will get it right. That's what I've always
that whole
said.
paid thing,
And
because everybody
and
wants to be
get a
sponsored.
stylist, get paid, put the money where your mouth is. That's the one way you
I
look
like
good.
those words. I like those indeed. Ladies, thank you so very much for coming.
Thank you.
Pleasure having you, Kelly. Pleasure meeting you.
Good to meet you.
Thank you for your opinions. We have so many more girls who are out there who are slaying on the red carpet, but we obviously just can't talk about them right now. Thank you again. And yeah, we were styling. We look gorgeous with our bangs. Thank you. Cheers, guys. Now, eyebrow trends like makeup change with every other season. So what might be considered on fleek now may be so 2015 come next year. So we visited an eyebrow and lash expert. I didn't know that was a title or a profession. To get the lowdown on what's in at the moment, take a look.
Hello Trenders, we're here at the Brow Bar in Clearwater Mall in Johannesburg, about to have a chat with hailed eyebrow queen Uneza Moideen, talking to us about some of the latest trends in eyebrows and lashes. So let's go inside and say hello.
Uneza has been in the beauty industry for 14 years, but began her journey of perfecting the brows in 2009 when she opened her first brow bar.
I researched brows and brow bars, and I had this idea, but I didn't really know where I was going with it. And then I found a concept in the UK that I thought is something new to South Africa, and I gave it a try, and I opened up my first brow bar in Clearwater Mall. The brow bar is the first no-appointment express threading bar in South Africa.
Many women today have come to feel that maintaining their eyebrows is important. Moideen has found that most people have either too little or too much hair on the brow, and that's where she comes in.
Every face is different. I mean, your own two eyebrows never match each other. There's a saying that goes, your brows are not twins, they're sisters. So at the brow bar, our ethos and our philosophy is all about symmetry. So when we coach our girls, all our staff are trained through our training academy. So we run a skills development program, and we teach them how to shape eyebrows for a face. For example, a round face cannot go and have round eyebrows. It needs more of an angular brow. Or a very long face would need a brow that is, the arch is extended to the outer end of the brow to create an illusion of softness and symmetry to the face. So we look at face shapes, we look at brow shapes.
With the so-called eyebrow revolution in the air, the trends and styles are growing too.
What we say is you make brow contact before you make eye contact. That means when someone looks at you, it's the first thing they see is your eyebrows. So eyebrows just don't only frame your face, they're very important for communication. And the trends right now is the thicker, the fuller the eyebrow, the more bolder the brow. Back then in the 1990s and the 1980s, the thin eyebrow was in fashion, which is now the reverse. So the thicker the brow, the fuller the brow, the more contoured the brow. Everyone's trying to out-arch each other with their eyebrows. So lovely arches. So that is the current trend. So the latest trend with eyebrows is actually called an ombre brow, where brows start off light and then they almost go into the darkest points to the arch and then light, like almost lightish towards the end. So that feathered, soft, fluffy brow is very in fashion at the moment.
Brows are up there, but what would an eye be without beautiful, luscious lashes? Moideen has a range of lash treatments to give you long, natural-looking lashes.
The biggest thing about lashes and the do's and don'ts is that it should look like it's your own. And people are straying away from those that are very clustered and they're very heavy on your eyes because you want to create an openness to your eye. So we have 3 options with eyelash extensions, and then we've taken it one step further and we've brought out a brand, well, from the UK, from Lash Perfect. It's called Russian layering, and this is new in South Africa. So you can go up to 2D, from 2D up to 7D, and what that means, it's 2-dimensional up to 7-dimensional. So you can apply 2 hairs up to 7 hairs, 5 little hairs that are fanned onto one lash, and this is creating volume. These lashes are out of this world. It's for those that want to wear lashes long lasting. It's not just for an event. It's those that wear it long term.
Some people prefer threading, while a handful of others would rather have their eyebrows waxed. We asked her which treatment she believes is better.
Threading takes out hairs in a straight line. You are able to define a brow shape much easier than with waxing. When it comes to waxing, obviously the wax is heated up, it's applied onto the skin, and then it's removed in the opposite direction of your hairs. It's more traumatic on your skin. So waxing is not skin friendly. There are certain clients that can't do waxing. For example, if you're on any medication like Roaccutane, or you're a diabetic, or you've got thin skin, waxing has got a lot more contraindications and side effects as opposed to threading. Whereas threading, there's no allergies, there's no risk, but you also get a more defined shape.
So as you've seen, there are so many possibilities and options for your eyelashes and brows. One doesn't have to stick to one style or shape. You can change it up and have eyebrows on fleek. So go out there and experiment.
Here's what's still to come after the break.
I got dreams, I got ambition. Just a young and trying to get. One man say another thing, call my other thing, and another thing for one.
Hey guys, it's Anati. You tuned into Trendz. Don't touch that dial.
Another thing for one thing, and the only thing make it.
Welcome back to Trendz. Anati is at it again, adding more anticipation on his soon-to-be-released debut album, Artifact. Now, he did an exclusive showcase at the World of Yamaha this past Wednesday for the single of his latest release, titled Hours. We were there, and this is what went down.
Hey Trenders, we are out and about at the World of Yamaha where Anati has a special showcase called Hours. He's had a long-awaited album and we wonder if he's going to be giving us a lot of what will be coming up in his album. So I think we should just go through and check it out.
Freedom, oh they want freedom, but none of these girls.
The new songs that I showcased tonight are definitely on the album. I performed Hours, my new single, and a few other songs. Those are definitely on the album.
Pull up, say jump. One question, how many rests? Instagram post picture. You know, say follow me back.
The 23-year-old jump hitmaker is no stranger to producing the biggest club bangers in the game. Hours and Overdrive are a part of the tracks that lit up the room on the night. The long-awaited album has a diverse mix of genres with deeper intent. Here's what he had to say when asked about his favorites from the upcoming album.
I don't have a specific favorite from the album at this point, but I do know that there are some club bangers. You know, there's a few club bangers. There's definitely a lot of music for the ladies. You know, there's a lot of love songs, and there's a lot of truth. There's a lot of facts. You know, speaking about our history as a people. So, yeah.
The fact that he probably just doesn't benchmark himself as a South African artist, but more in an international artist with an African feel, an African flavor. And I think what I like now is that he is really finding himself as an African young fellow, and whatever that he's doing has substance, you know, to us being Africans.
We caught up with the who's who in attendance after the showcase, and here's what they thought of it.
I think Anati is a very special talent. I mean, look, I'm pretty biased because he's a dear friend of mine, but I think his hit record is evidence of one thing, that he's one of the most gifted singers, songwriters, producers in the country at the moment. And this was a showcase of just him, you know. This wasn't the featured Anati, this wasn't the guy singing the hook, this was his material, and it's amazing.
It was a wonderful experience. I expected nothing but the best, and I actually got even more. I'm just so happy for Anati, man. I've watched him grow. I've been with him in his journey, you know, been through his ups, his downs, and now it's time for the world to know that Anati's his music's coming out and he's ready to take over the world.
Anati's on another level.
it was such a great musical experience. And Nati, it's got the music, I won't lie, man. I understand why he charges 80K a beat, you know? No, I think he done a great job with the album. I wish to hear the whole album, you know. The music he brought tonight was amazing. The band behind it was amazing too, you know. He did a great job. Big shout out to the Nati, and I'm proud, man. He's come from far and he's doing really well for himself.
I feel like it's a fresh new feel to the industry. Lately we've been listening to the same kind of songs, so it's nice that Anati's bringing something fresh, and it's very Anati. That's what I like about it, so I love that.
He always comes up with something new, totally brand new, and people catch on and make it better, or just enunciate on whatever he started. Because even when he was Thundercat, he was with some tip and nobody knew what the sound was like, and then he introduced it to everybody. So I wasn't shocked, I wasn't amazed. I knew Anati would come back with fire. And for the fact that he works with international people also adds a little bit of a twist to the usual game. But we love Anati. We are sure that he's going to be a legend in no time.
The soul R&B singer and sister of Anati, Manala, opened off the showcase and gave a special performance of songs she has written and produced.
It was nerve-wracking in the beginning. I was very nervous, especially because I haven't performed in South Africa in a really long time because I was in the States. But it was nice. I got a good response and it was a good vibe.
The title of the album is Artifact. It's ARTIIFACT. And it comes out this spring, gearing up for a spring release. The reason why I'm not speaking about the features because I'm not really trying to use the features to market the album. I feel like it's a body of work itself and it's going to speak for itself. The features are going to be a bonus,
Thank you so much, everybody. My name is Anati. Thank you.
Louis XIII is one of the world's most luxurious cognacs, and they've just announced an original film which will feature John Malkovich and is directed by Robert Rodriguez. What makes this film truly unique is that it will only be released in the year 2115.
In 2015, I, John Malkovich, shot a film which will be held for 100 years. The time required to create Louis XIII. Imagine the future.
You're late.
You miss me that much? Thrilling.
Hey, what are you doing here?
According to the movie, it's very futuristic, which is to be expected. And obviously technology takes over and it's very much, sort of dark and modern and metal, for lack of a better word. But I'd like to think that in 100 years, people will actually learn to live together with different races and that color will not be an issue. I think by then, honestly, everybody's going to be a mix, whether you're white, mix, black, mix, you know what I mean? Basically all of this. I'm actually half white, half black, if you want to put it that way. So that's where I'd like to see it. And then also no crime and no homelessness, like really.
You too, your turn. For me, it was absolutely digital. It was just, I just saw a virtual world and it was quite exciting, but the disappointing part is obviously pace. I saw a lot of fast pace and speed, and I think humans obviously want to do as much as possible in the shortest amount of time. That's how the world is moving. So in 100 years, imagine how much people will want to do at the same time and obviously be as much as efficient and productive. So my concern about that is like no one's really going to take a step back to actually live. And I saw that. No one was living. No one. Yeah, everyone was already just kind of futuristic in the next experience. No one was really actually living the actual experience right now. So yeah, I'm excited though.
The trailer paints a picture of what the world would look like in 100 years. I won't be here, you won't be here, our great-grandchildren will be here. So I'm assuming maybe we'll have flying cars, maybe we'll have hovercrafts, perhaps maybe we'll have the whole telepathy thing going. Maybe in 100 years' time we'll have gotten that part right.
While this groundbreaking film will not be released in full until the year 2115, 3 teasers have been produced to give us a hypothetical view on what they think the world will look like in 100 years. Well, what do you think the world will look like in 100 years? Why don't you hit us up on our Twitter at Trendz on SABC using the hashtag 100 years and let us know what you think this world will look like in 100 years. I'm Louise Coble and you're watching Trendz.
Now, we had an insert on Anati's upcoming album shortly, but in studio right now. Now, have you ever asked yourself who is behind most of the dope beats in the South African hip-hop music industry and signs off or starts a song with an echo of the word Ayoba in the background? Well, ask no more because he is here today and he has released a song titled Ambitions and even dropped a video this past Thursday. Multi-talented rapper and producer Tweezy, real name Tumelo Matebula, is on the mic more these days and he's cooked up a 12-track mixtape titled Fuego, a Spanish word meaning fire that is only to be released when followers have responded to his challenge. Tumelo, Tweezy, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
I've got to use the stage name. Got to use stage name. Sorry. I mean, I know.
Tumelo's also fine.
How are you, man? How are you?
I'm cool, thanks.
From producer, having worked with big, people right now in hip hop. Yeah, we didn't even know that you're the guy behind them. And right now you're moving more to the front of things. Tell us how that came about and why. You know, many people can be producers for over 20 years, but you feel like, you know what, it's time to step out and take your place on the scene.
Yeah. Well, from a young age, I've always had the passion to be an artist, you know. I mean, I'm an overall creative, and I just figured that if I came out in the industry as an overall creative, then it would be overwhelming for all the consumers and the supporters, you know.
They don't know who are you, what do you do?
This, that. All
right.
So I just figured, you know what, let me just produce first, touch the ceiling, and just accomplish whatever I need to accomplish.
Yeah.
Then once I feel like, okay, I'm cool with production, then I can step out as an artist.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you've worked with Anati, a.k.a. Deleuze, El Tito, so many people, the Fraternity, Dream Team. These are your boys.
Yeah,
and here you are now,
them,
and yeah, they better support you. I mean, you know, they're better. So let's talk about this challenge. What is the 100K challenge?
Well, the 100K challenge just encourages all the supporters to help me reach my 100K downloads via the single. That way I can release my Fuego mixtape and release
so they
my
have to
new
be
material.
deserving of this. But now what happens, God forbid, if the 100K challenge isn't met in the projected time that you would like? You know what I mean? Because it's like kind of tricky. You want to wait for 100,000 downloads before you release the entire 12-track mixtape. So if that doesn't happen, then what?
I'm not even thinking that far. I'm just trying to make it happen, you know.
Yeah, it will happen.
Making it
It will happen. They will download that.
It
you know
needs
what I
to
mean?
get to 100K,
All right, and any collaborations? Who are you working with on Ambitions, first of all? Who have you worked on? Or is it completely you? Production, sound, everything?
Well, for now, the original just contains myself, but I am working on a remix with a couple of artists. I don't want to name drop just in case it doesn't happen.
But you must.
I'd really like to get Kulichana and Gigi Velep because we're under the same stable, Dream Team SA.
Cool.
I'd also like to get an international feature in terms of like continental though, not like global.
Nice.
International, very global also would be nice, like a young Kanye West or something.
Now the sky's the limit. Not even the sky is the limit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Great stuff, Tweezy. Fantastic having you here. All the best. I'm sure you will reach that 100K download soon. And so right now, you're about to do Ambitions.
Yes.
Take it away.
Thank you.
Hey yo. Good morning, good afternoon. My name is Tweezy. Let's get I got dreams, I got ambitions. Just a youngin' trying to get. My nigga, I'm on, I'm in the game. Katas of the whole city and the game. And it goes 1, 2, 3. I got dreams, I got ambitions. Just a youngin' trying to get. My nigga, I'm on, I'm in the game. Cutters are the whole city and the gang. And it goes back. I'm on the way, I'm on the way. What you say? You sink a leg, you sink a leg. Whoa. I'm on the way, I'm on the way. What you say? Sungekele, oh back. Tattoo jug, pussy jug, pussy jug, pussy jug, pussy jug. Listen, when I uti, wah, wah, wah. Tattoo full, 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 full. Listen, when I uti, wah, wah, wah. Unga papi, dela unga papi. If ufuna ukungibuka mfana kithi ngibuke kahle yama. Young legend, netukuta wazi yena ngiphume jungle. That's my hood, I rap my gassy. Blowing up as a mask. Ngikhule ngidlala ngedust. Ukhula ngesipha namas. Mangahlupheka ngeke uzukwazi. Vele ne-already liyazi. Zothengela inkari nedlazi. I swear all of y'all nizongazi. Njengomama ngabonga nivazi. Ziselandweni i-girls. Ziselandweni i-girls. Nami ngifuna ukwenza imali ngizobuza ziselandweni i-girls. Dreams of being the greatest every day. One day I'll be as big as they get. I got dreams, I got ambition. Just stay young and tryna get. My ninja, I'm on, I'm in the game. Cutters are the hole, and it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I got dreams, I got ambition. Just stay young and tryna get. My ninja, I'm on, I'm in the game. Cutters are the whole city and the game. My ninja, hey. I'm on the way, I'm on the way. What you say?
Welcome back to Trendz. Thank you so very much to Tweezy. A fantastic song. He's got dreams and ambitions, and I'm sure he will get where he wants to go. Now, previously known as radio vendor, Phala Phala FM got a facelift recently. Now, the Chivenda radio station unveiled its long-anticipated new logo at a gala dinner held in Sibasa, Thohoyandou this week. Phala Phala FM has been around, in case you didn't know, for the past 51 years. Damn.
A celebratory mood to usher in the new. Much to the excitement of guests who attended the official unveiling of the new Phala Phala FM logo. And the cherry on top was the announcement by SABC COO Hlaudi Motsweneng that the radio station will be moved from Polokwane City, where it is currently stationed, to Thohoyandou. This announcement was received with an overwhelming excitement from the community of Bavenda.
You know, it is good to come to Thohoyandou for a good reason, but I'm happy about the culture, about the tradition of Bavenda, and it's exciting to see the king is amongst people. No, it is important that Phala Phala serve Bavenda people. Bavenda people, they are in Thohoyandou, the majority of them. It is important that you have the team here, but you will also have few people in Polokwane.
It has been 18 years since the radio station rebranded. The gala event was also graced by the king of Venda.
The rebranding of Phala Phala FM means a lot for me. The reason why we are here is we are here to support the programs that Phala Phala FM is doing. If you look at the new logo that has been unveiled today, I can say the colors that have been used in the logo, it resembles the traditional colors of the Venda-speaking people.
Entertainment was gala at the event. A number of local groups, from music to dance items, created a festive atmosphere, going as far as showcasing the rich culture of Venda. Phala Phala FM is a contemporary radio station and the only one in the country that broadcasts in Chivenda. The SABC COO also took time out to acknowledge the youth of South Africa in celebration of Youth Month.
It is a special month, but you know, as SABC, we are a public broadcaster. We are also creating opportunities for young people, especially training them to produce content, write dramas, and also being positive about themselves, because I believe that the future belongs to the young people. So it is very important for SABC to make sure that we support young people.
now I have another starlet who's about to blow the music industry away. So we recently profiled Lisa Good, talented singer, just before she jetted off to New York to take part at the Coast to Coast Live Showcase in the Big Apple. And now she's back in the country. I'm here with her. She's just still talking about jet lag and fatigue because she went to the Summers last weekend. But congratulations, Lisa came third in the competition. This is a global competition, and the 25-year-old pop singer left New Yorkers stunned by her voice and talent. I want to hear that at the event where she proudly hoisted the South African flag. Welcome, Lisa Good.
Thank you.
What's good, Lisa?
It's all good. It's all good.
Oh, wow. So you are brand new to the scene. You had, producers who've produced for the likes of Diddy and Mary J. Blige completely wowed at this talent showcase. Tell us about the experience of being at Coast to Coast.
Okay, it was in Brooklyn.
Yes.
So the whole thing was about hip hop.
Nice.
Which was kind of like challenging for me.
A little bit intimidating, yeah.
Yeah, because I do pop. So I don't know why they chose me because I do pop. So now I kind of realized because I was different when I went there.
Right.
And I was the only one from Africa.
Wow.
Yes, because the others,
Entire
they were from
Africa, no one else,
no one
Africa,
else,
anything? It was just, but there were 3 of you from South Africa, am I correct?
No.
Oh, okay, it was just yourself?
Just myself.
Wow.
Yeah,
and you
but
get
then
there.
Obviously, I went there with my team.
Yes,
you know.
big support, and just you are brand new to the industry as well.
I am.
Have you been singing a lot of backup for people, or how did you get to this place? And Coast to Coast, we haven't heard of it. So how did you hear of this?
The thing is, I studied music technology and sound engineering, and after I got my diploma, I moved here to pursue my career.
Okay.
And so obviously I was looking for other jobs, and then I ended up being a personal assistant.
Right.
And then so my boss heard me that I can actually sing, and then I realized she's also into music, and she always wanted to have a record label.
Wow.
So that's what she did. She opened a record label. And
fantastic.
And
Lisa, you are just starting off.
Exactly.
Launchpad, great thing that you went to Coast to Coast. We unfortunately do have to wrap this up, but I do want to hear you. So you will definitely one day be back on the Trendz stage to sing us off.